Hector Reyes for Mexico. As we said earlier this evening, making his debut on the WSB, just 20 years of age, and having hopefully just watched the performance of Roniel Iglesias in the previous bout, will hopefully have gained a little confidence, because just like his teammate, a real massive opponent that he goes up against, representing the Cuba Domadores. That, of course, is Sotolongo, Cuban Olympic champion from the London Games.
Desde la esquina de Domadores de Cuba, Roniel, el imparable Iglesias.
Roniel Iglesias, Sotolongo. A world junior champion back in 2006. World champion at light welterweight division in 2009 at the Milan Championships, where the Cuban took gold. He's been the national champion since he was 16 years of age. I don't think he's been defeated now. He's 25 years of age. In the Beijing Summer Olympics of 2008, took the bronze, and in the London Olympics of 2012, took gold, getting the better of Denis Parinchek from the Ukraine, 22-15.
Hector Reyes.
Hector Reyes.
En la esquina de Domadores de Cuba, Roniel, el imparable Iglesias.
So, Iglesias.
Good luck, good luck.
Making his debut this evening as well to the WSB.
Keep your punches up, no punching here, okay, and no holding. Shake hands, good luck. Box.
Round one. Tall boxer for Mexico in the green and black shorts. Good long range. First time I've seen this gentleman box since taking Olympic gold 2 years ago now. Not quite 2 years, but back in 2012, of course.
Stop holding.
Moving up from light welter to welterweight division. Iglesias. Nice straight punch combination from the young Mexican. Some 5 years the junior to his Cuban opponent. Well, the crowd expecting more fireworks earlier on from Iglesias Sotolongo. Massive expectation to see this gentleman regain the magic. There's a nice right hand and
Don't
another.
Hold. Don't hold. Stop holding. Mexico, stop holding. Watch your head, Cuba.
Concise and clear instructions from the English referee Mike Bassi.
Stop! Stop! Time! Wait.
And a slight problem with the laces of the boots to the Cuban, Roniel Iglesias Sotolongo.
Head up. Box.
Clock continues to tick on in this first round. Nice little double jab there, peppers it out with the lead left
Head
hand.
up, Mexico.
Well, the southpaw stance now for Sotolongo, starting to just frustrate the Mexican a little. Nice little body shot. Oh, the left uppercut is working very effectively.
Mexico, stop holding. Stop holding.
Not a lot of work with the lead right jab from Sotolongo. But the left hand very dangerous indeed.
Watch your head, Cuba. Stop!
First round goes. Sotolongo or Iglesias Sotolongo, for me, takes that first round. Cuba winning the first two bouts this evening in flyweight and lightweight divisions. Let's take a look here. Very nice right hook. And there, the left shot. So many of the punches from the young Mexican just slightly out of range.
Seconds out.
First round goes to the Cuban. As expected, the crowd have a slightly higher expectation for Roniel. He's finding it difficult to get inside that very long, quite fast jab from the Mexican. But the Cuban southpaw takes a nice right hand there from the Mexican.
Watch your head, Cuba. Stop holding, Mexico. Watch your head, Cuba. Stop! Step back. Cuba, get it out. Box.
Well, referee wants the Cuban to keep his head up.
Stop! Step back. Mexico, get your head out. Box.
This time the same instruction for Sotolongo's counterpart. Trying to keep his guard as tight to that chin as he can. A little bit more work to the body maybe for the Cuban boxer to try and open up that guard. But once again,
Head up, Mexico.
you can clearly see that the young Mexican has prepared well for this, what's got to be the biggest bout of his young boxing career to date. Of course, the open boxing Olympic rules, 3 3-minute rounds, 5 3-minute rounds here in the World Series of Boxing.
Mexico, stop holding.
The world's premier boxing league. 12 franchises from 12 countries across the globe. This is better work from the Cuban.
Stop holding.
Once again, though, like Alvarez before him, really trying to draw his opponent in by dropping his guard, hands right by his side. There's an opportunity here for the Mexican. Alvarez trying to, I should say, Sotolongo, Iglesias Sotolongo, trying to draw him in.
Stop.
There's a bell for the second round. Again, the Cuban ahead by my scorecard here. What a low blow there, caught in the replay from the Mexican. Missed by the referee, but didn't seem to deter, did it? Iglesias Sotolongo. Third round.
Second sound.
Mexico, let's go, come on.
Good right shot, good combination punches as the Mexican tries to come forward. Much quicker work with the right-hand lead, or lead right. Well, the referee can't quite see, but is that a stop for a cut? It looks to be. It looks to be a cut on the right eye. Looks quite bad. Left eye it is. My mistake, and so much blood on the face. It was difficult to see at first, but the cornerman is there. The doctor is also ringside, and there's already been one or two hand actions to say that it's not looking good for the young Mexican here. But referee Mick Bassi wants the bout to continue, and you can see the sense of urgency now about the Mexican's approach. And all the Cuban will do is need to stay calm, pick off his punches here. Well, the Mexican possibly sensing that he's running out of time.
Stop, stop, get your head up. Box.
Mick Bassi again, very, very clear with his instructions to both boxers here. Which is good to see, I have to say, in complete control of this third bout of the evening. Oh, and a slip as the referee calls stop, time out. Well, I think that the southpaw from Cuba has decided it's not possible to box at range. And again, this cut needs to be looked at. And I'm not so sure that Hector Reyes of Mexico will be back for more of this. Unfortunate for the young Mexican. Great work from the corner, and I'm sure that's okay to continue. There we see the southpaw with the lead right hand, peppering that jab. Watch the head is the cry from Mick Bassi to the Cuban boxer, but it's difficult to avoid with the Mexican coming forwards, almost diving forward so vigorously, and his attempt to get in close to Iglesias Sotolongo. It's good to see the Cuban taking his time here, keeping the Mexican at range. Parry well. Mix up the combinations here. It's the left hand that can do so much damage and work so quickly for the 25-year-old Cuban boxer in the silver and gold shorts, and the crowd are sensing now that I'm not sure how much more punishment referee Mick Bassi will allow the Mexican to take here, particularly with that deep cut to the left eye. It's opened up once again. There's the bell, and it couldn't have come at a more important time for Hector Reyes. Goes back to the blue corner. Showing a good experience here, very calm in the situation. There you see that lead right, opening up the guard, and then the left comes through. Deceptively casual, very fast. And there, a lovely left hook right on target. And of course, with that blood pouring into the eye and the face of the Mexican boxer, starts to make visibility very difficult indeed. 10-8, 10-9, 10-9.
Second zone.
3 from 3 for Roniel Iglesias Sotolongo of Cuba. Fourth round. He seems happy to work on the counter punch at the moment. The Cuban trying to draw the Mexican in.
What's the hold, Mexico? Stop holding. Get your head up, Mexico.
Well, I have to say, most of those punches from Reyes
Stop holding. Stop holding.
being blocked or going into the gloves and arms. Oh, there's a lovely left shot. He walked right onto that and stops the Mexican almost in his tracks.
Head up, Mexico.
And Mick Bassi, the referee, wants Reyes to keep that head up. I thought he might go down with that shot. The Cuban knows it. He's starting to take control of this bout in the fourth round now. Mixing it up well, good body shots from Iglesias Sotolongo, Roniel for Cuba.
Stop. Step back, step back. Get your head up, Cuba. Box.
And look, he's switching from southpaw for orthodox just to confuse matters as well. Minute left to go in the penultimate round here, round 4 of 5. And an impressive demonstration so far from Iglesias Sotolongo. Picking off his shots now very nicely indeed. The counter punch is really working effectively. Left uppercut, left hook, all on target for the Cuban. 25 seconds left to go in this fourth round. Oh, there's a lovely two-punch combination. Mexican tries his best to come back at the Cuban, but he's looking tired now. The guard is starting to drop and the punches are coming through. Every time of asking for the Cuban boxer.
Break, step back, step back. Box.
Mick Bassi watching that cut very carefully indeed. Opened up again. There's the bell for the fourth. Looking a little battle-weary, the young Mexican boxer Hector Reyes. There, that left shot. Puts the right hand out, just moves over to avoid the counter. There it is again. What a nasty clash of heads there as well, which won't help Reyes. Straight punches from the Cuban. A straight 1-2 from the southpaw. Equally as effective as any other combination he's demonstrated all night long. And a convincing fourth round for Roniel Iglesias Sotolongo of Cuba.
Stop.
And it looks like that
TKO. Retired, TKO.
Enough is enough. TKO, Mick Bassi is informing. And that is it, it's over. Cuba go 3-0 up, no more. That's a good decision from the Mexican corner, from Mick Bassi. The English referee. I'm not sure the 20-year-old Mexican needed any more punishment. Like he took it in the fourth round there. And still struggling to stem the blood flow from that left eye cut. Now, that puts Cuba in an unsurpassable lead, and their unbeaten record is intact, no matter what the outcome of the light heavy and super heavyweight bouts to wrap up this evening's match.
Veredicto oficial de esta pelea. Ladies and gentlemen, the score of the bout by TKO. Señoras y señores, el resultado final de esta pelea, knockout técnico. And the winner for TKO, el ganador por nocaut técnico de los domadores de Cuba, Roniel Iglesias.
Roniel Iglesias Sotolongo. TKO in the fourth round. Cuba take control and are looking good for a sixth successive win. The unbeaten track record stays intact.